The question's not if you're using AI for your Excel data analysis, it's how you're using it. Here's how consultants avoid critical mistakes. Yes, AI can make mistakes and nobody can tell the story of your data like you. So is it wise to outsource your Excel data work to AI? Today, I'll walk you through a 4-step method to analyze any dataset in Excel using AI at each step, but the right way. Now, I'm only going to use a free AI tool today. I'm using Copilot, which came with my PC. You could use any free AI tool. So the first step in the preparation phase is to load your data into the AI tool. I can attach an Excel file in Copilot, and then this kind of prompt I find works really well, and you'll get the output. And the output from an AI tool is pretty comprehensive and impressive. So does that mean our data analysis is done? Well, that would be a mistake. You see, I call this the first pass. As a consultant, I'm looking to build up a picture of this data set because only I know the context. And I'm looking for one specific thing, which is what I call the storylines that will help me tell the story of this data set. So what might those storylines be? Well, obviously anything that's insightful about the situation, but also something that might intrigue or surprise, something that might run against the received wisdom. This is the kind of thing we're looking for, and these will become the threads that help us tell the story of this data. Also in the preparation phase, we should consider data cleanliness because there's nothing worse than having to fix data when you're trying to build a chart, for example. So can we just throw the data into AI and get AI to do it? Well, I've found AI isn't as good as you might think as fixing data because only we know what the data should actually look like. So rather get AI to spot inconsistencies in the data and then fix it yourself in the spreadsheet. So that can sound like a big job, but the unique formula is a great way to get started with data cleansing. I always use it. And from there, Power Query is a good way to quickly and easily cleanse your data. Now, Power Query can sound a bit scary. Our beginner video is linked below. And finally, at this stage, something you can't ask AI. Yes, the location of the data. So where did you get it from? Did you download it from an email? Are you now working off your desktop? Is it on SharePoint? Is it an online data source? Now, this is important for our bonus step later. The step a lot of professionals never do, but consultants never miss. So take the time now to note down the location of your data. Now, great data analysis is like watching a movie. So what's the misconception here? What's the tension? What's the challenge? What's the injustice? And what journey do you want to take the consumer of your analysis on? Yes, these are the storylines. So now we've got to think what information is missing that would bind everything together, that would give us a sense of closure, that would be the end of the story. Yes, these are your objectives, the objectives of your data analysis. AI can't do these. AI doesn't understand the context. So it's up to you to write these down now. Next, at the theorize stage, we're going to write down the data type of each column. Now, I do this very simply. So text data is always discrete, and then numerical data is continuous unless the numbers describe a category. So that's our data type. So next, we want to identify the important columns. Yes, AI is going to look at all the columns for us, but we don't need all of the columns. So what are the important columns? And the consultant power tip here is to make a hypothesis. So are the columns related? Does one column drive another column? Yes, it's time now to write down these theories about the data. Finally, at this stage, which measures will help? Yes, do you need to sum things up, count things, get averages, or something else? And if you're thinking about averages, remember, averages can mislead, as we discussed recently in our Excel statistics for beginners video, which is linked below. But only you know the whole story, so only you can select the measures that are going to support the narrative. Welcome to the year of your Excel success, but this isn't really about Excel, it's about you. Each month we build one skill step by step, no overwhelm, just steady progress with me and people like you. because when you put your energy into the right skills, when your ladder is leaning against the right wall, everything gets easier, your work gets clearer, your confidence grows. So join the next live session and make this year the year you finally feel in control of Excel and of your career. Click subscribe to join the journey, links below. So with our data prepared and our story taking shape, it's time to think about implementation. Yes, can we actually do the analysis in Excel? So you might think, well, AI can do it. Personally, I've been disappointed with the results. Actually getting AI to create something in Excel, I've found that quite inconsistent. So I recommend doing the analysis yourself and using AI to help you with tool selection. This means you have your creation that's yours, it looks like yours, and critically, you can use it again, which we need for the final step, as we're going to see later. Now, the implementation, interacting with the spreadsheet might get tricky, but remember, it's going to be easier for us because we've identified the important columns, we know the data types and the specific questions we want to answer. So you could get some guidance from AI about the best tool to use, but my approach is really simple. I only use a couple of tools for data analysis in Excel. Now, pivot tables are Excel's best general data analysis tool. Yes, they can be tricky, but it's going to be easier because we've done our preparation. Now, a pivot table can analyze discrete and continuous data, and the pivot chart works in a very similar way, as we're going to see later. But the truth is, I'm not a huge fan of pivot tables because I prefer my super simple data analysis formula toolkit. Yes, formulae like COUNTIF, average ifs, frequency are criminally underutilized in the Excel world. And they give my analysis a very lean and bespoke feel that feels personal, doesn't feel like it was generated by AI. So this is the approach I'd actually recommend. So validation rounds out the implementation phase. And it would be a mistake at this point, I think, to ignore AI, because AI can be good at checking stuff. Yes, you can put your raw data and your analysis back into AI and ask it, do you see any inaccuracies here? Have I missed anything? Alongside that, you should do your own checks as well. Of course, I say always do things one of two ways. So for example, you could do something with a pivot table and with Excel formulae, and that too will allow you to check, but AI useful at the validation stage. Now, people love visuals, and a good Excel chart, I think, is a bit like a movie poster. It captures the most exciting parts of the story, but also causes people to lean in and want to find out more. So how can we create a good chart? Well, it would be a mistake, in my opinion, to get AI to do it. I've had very mixed results getting AI to create visuals, and the ones it has created have felt very AI generated. So try to do this yourself. And yes, a pivot chart is the easiest way. They can be scary. Our beginner video is linked below. Next, some kind of written or text-based interpretation is required. Now, I've found AI tools are really good at doing this, but don't make the mistake of simply copy and pasting what they do. Take inspiration from it, but adapt it to your style, because it has to make sense in context, and you're the storyteller, you know the context. So finally, the so what part, the last chapter in the story, the resolution, what consultants would call recommendations. So can AI do this for you? Absolutely not. You might get some ideas, but this is where you shine as an analyst and as a human being, somebody who's living and breathing the context of this data analysis. Good recommendations will make sense, not just in the real world context, but also in the narrative that you've built across the first 3 steps of your data analysis. If you've followed the 4 steps, a clear thread should run through your tabulated, visual, and text-based analysis. You've created a story almost like a movie, so take a bow and say thank you to AI, but remember, you created this. So you've worked through the Excel data analysis process with AI support, but avoiding AI mistakes. But the consultant never misses the next step, which is to automate the process. So it's a lot easier next time to take your skills to the next level and get started with Excel automation. Click here.